Hi everyone, Scorp here. Uh, Finishing out a little bit of extra stuff for the Gemini 2 insect playthrough. So this is going to be me showing off the fight against, like, I'm gonna go through the 3 deck masters you have access to at the start of the game, um, just so that I can show you guys what, like, you could go get. Um, the first opponent being Roaring Ocean Snake here. If you're playing any type of Aqua deck or any deck that wants to go into like Aqua Dragons or something, this guy is pretty obnoxious, but he has some really good stuff to drop, so it's definitely something to consider. We're going to absolutely blow him out of the water, but because there's no one standing up to that right there. That is an opener that is literally unbeatable. But this guy has stuff like Crab Turtle in his deck. He has Main of the Aqua, so if you're like really wanting to play Aquas, like absolutely go get him. Oh, and he also plays Beast King of the Swamp, which is another excellent card for you to take from somebody at the very start of the game. Especially if you're trying to not use passwords, Beast King will literally deal with one problem your opponent points to him, gives to you to deal with every single time. Now, I gave him this guy a field to use if you want to. In the field that I just played him on. Now, if you are having any kind of struggle with that guy, I would go right over here to this field and play him. We're gonna have plenty of time today, so because our deck is so strong. But I would just play him on a straight up pure wasteland field. Good luck off it. Unless you're plants, you're gonna do great. Maybe fish might have a little bit of a problem, but just fuse into like one machine in your deck and you'll be fine. So yeah, this guy shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a huge problem to beat up on. But the results of beating him are extremely, extremely good. Ooh. This is a bit unfortunate. 1800 is not exactly what I was looking for. Oh, an 800. Oh, oof. But he even drops things like Violent Rain, and he'll put them in defense for you, too, on the Wasteland terrain. And Violent Rain is absolutely incredible. Great for fusion fodder to go into twin-headed. Like, absolutely amazing creature. He also has Curse Breakers. I mean, like, all of this is just... Yes, he has good cards. Unfortunately for him, we have better cards, but... doesn't matter. This is supposed to be, like, your first opponent if you're struggling with Taya. And since you can customize the field against them, or like at least used a field that is really nasty to them, you can do pretty well with them. And of course, getting the Aqua, the Power of Kaishin equipped, was really solid, so yeah. And then, so on this screen, you can swap between these opponents with the bumpers in this mod. So next up is Illwitch. This person is a little bit stronger. It's meant to be played on this field. Kind of meant to be like more of an endgame opponent. But if you're wanting to run like mystical elves and that stuff, I would recommend her, this person. Illwitch is like, their deck is solid. The AI doesn't know how to play it, but their deck is solid. Okay, we'll just Dark Hole the field. I should have checked their graveyard, just to see what all they threw away. Well, that'll be fun to just eliminate with a Dark Hole. So yeah, they did play a Mystical Elf, and then they fused another one this turn. I should have just Dark Hold. I'll Dark Hold next turn and play another one. I'm probably just going to delete one of my equip too. So conveniently on this field, there's just enough normal terrain that they can't really be completely obnoxious to you. Let's just pray we're bigger. I think we're bigger. Rip. So this person has a Mystical Elf deck. It's meant to be Mystical Elf spellcasters. Light spellcasters. Unfortunately, you guys know how the AI is. Abysmal. Atrocious. There's no real good way to give them one of these decks without them just hunting horribly. But yeah, you can come here and at least get Mystical Elves. This person's not too hard, but if you give yourself a field that like benefits your deck, you can probably get through them. They might be a bit difficult at the very beginning of the game, but I mean, the rewards are Mystical Elves, which are absolutely broken, so I do have to say that it's probably worth it. And now the last opponent is Beast. This guy is not someone you want to actually just mess around with at the start of the game. Unless you're really desperate to play Beast and want to grab really good Beast from him. This guy is scary. But he's meant to be like an extra boss at the end if you want him. And you're meant to do him on this field, which is... It's an interesting field for sure, but... Wow, we sure did draw a bunch of really solid cards. But yeah, somebody was like, yeah, beasts aren't that great. I'm like, you haven't seen the leader powers Gemini gave beast. It's so good. We're literally just gonna pass here. Because if this Cockroach Knight has a problem, we'll just literally blow up the field. So King Tiger is a really solid card for speedrunning. I may have to think about the guy's deck a little bit if I go look at it after this. But King Tiger's super solid. Can always move 2 spaces, so it's a good way to go smack opponent really quickly. Speedrunners love the creature, so because you can do stuff like this. Okay, buddy. Well, he just chose to do nothing, so... I'm not even gonna bother blowing up his field. I guess I should, just so I could have shown all the creatures that are possible to get from him. But, yeah. He has a Super Warlion deck. It's pretty solid. He is pretty terrifying to actually deal with. And he has really nasty spell and traps. And he just didn't play anything, so... Oh, and you can also get Monster Reborns from him. If I don't mess up horribly. So, plenty of decent... He's got some really, really good cards in his deck. The only concern is that I think you might have problems beating him. But once you get post-game, you can also go duel any person you want on, in here. So you can play them with whatever field you want to give them, since you can edit the fields post-game too. So, like, you wanted to go grab all of Jasper's... Not build deck. So if you wanted to go grab Grandpa's deck full of cards that just obliterate people's deck, you could just go play him on, say, a meadow field, or whatever benefits your deck the most. And now, I mean, he's going to have a whole lot bigger of a problem with you when he doesn't have to have a whole bunch of Labyrinth turning in the way. So you can go grab his, you know, Needleworms, Morphine Jars, all that stuff. And that will make him... This makes him way weaker. I would still recommend bringing a Dark Piercing Light, but... But hey, we're gonna get a Rigorous Lever out of this. If it's even in the slot. I'm pretty sure Rigorous Lever is, I know it's a special slot rare in this mod, so... And the special slot rares are on a lot of spells that are really hard to actually put in the graveyard, so that's why they're on the spells, is because it's annoying. I'm literally just going to Dark Hole the field next turn. And then hit him directly with an Arsenal Bug. Yeah, the old classic Ruryoku that's a 50-point bonus. Classic. Okay. So yeah, Rigorous Lever's not in the slots, but Morphin Jar is. So, yeah, I figured I'd at least show off all of what you can do in here now. This lets you much more easily go and farm people. You don't have a problem when you have to go farm Menowid and Moisture Creature, because he's absolutely obnoxious on his field. But if you want to go get extra Mimikats, you can go do that now. This guy, unfortunately, you can't get, you can't just unlock them, while we go through, which is unfortunate, because otherwise that would be a great way to actually farm Dark Dragons. But hey, I mean, post-game, you can go to any of them in the game, or you can just come here and fight any of them you want to. So, yeah, I figured I'd show all this off, and yeah, let you know what you have access to at the beginning. I haven't really been utilizing it since passwords exist, but S&T are really, really nice for getting some deck going. So, yeah, just something for all of you to know, and good way to start off Gemini 2. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Have a happy day. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and have a nice one.